Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our Eagle Pass Independent School District regular meeting. It is 5:33, and I call this meeting to order. We will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Mijares, will you please lead us?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
We will now have roll call. We have Trustee Victory Perry, present. We have Trustee Chris Hiller, Trustee present. We have our attorney, Mr. Richard Strieber, present. We have our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Samuel Mijares, present. We have Trustee Lupita Fuentes, present. Trustee Glenna Purcell, present. And myself, Jorge Barrera, present. Now we will move on to citizens' communications and recognitions. Number one, recognition of Armando Serna Elementary Stallions Division II volleyball team for winning the 2022-2023 Youth Volleyball League Division II Championship.
Good evening, Mr. President, distinguished members of the board, and of course, Superintendent Mijares. Thank you for allowing me to spend some time with you this evening. Our first recognition for tonight will be recognizing Serna Elementary's Division II volleyball team for bump, set, and spiking their way to the championship. The Division II Stallions, made up of third and fourth graders, won the city volleyball tournament, making them the city champs for 2022. Congratulations, Stallions, on winning this big award. At this time, we invite you to come forward for photos with our superintendent and school board.
Next is recognition of Grays Elementary Tigers for being the City of Eagle Pass Parks and Recreation undefeated Division III boys flag football champions.
Graves Elementary would like to send a tiger-sized congratulations to their Division III flag football team for their remarkable season. The Tigers went into the championship game undefeated, and they left the exact same way. The whole school is extremely proud of their new Division III champs.
Next up is recognition of the Liberty Elementary Division III Co-ed Volleyball Championship Team, coached by Mr. Francisco Jimenez and Mr. Thomas Carper.
In the Eagle's Nest, nothing but the best. Congratulations are in order for Liberty Elementary's Co-ed Division III volleyball team for nabbing the coveted Parks and Rec Championship. Their hard work and practice made way for a successful season. Liberty Elementary wishes to congratulate the team and coaches for all their hard work. Forever champions in Eagle Country.
Next is recognition of CC High School junior Sergio Long for being accepted into the NASA High School Scholars Program.
To infinity and beyond. CC1's very own Sergio Long has been accepted into the NASA High School Scholars Program. The NASA High School Scholars offers a one-of-a-kind experience for students to explore STEM-related major career opportunities. The highest achieving students earn the opportunity to attend the on-site summer experience at NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston. Way to shoot for the stars, Sergio. Are the parents here? Come forward. You can.
Next is recognition of Eagle Pass High School band student Angel Lopez for making the All-State Jazz Band.
And all that jazz. Congratulations to Eagle Pass High School's very own senior Angel Lopez for being selected as a member of the TMEA All-State Jazz Band. Angel is a member of the Mighty Eagle Band where he plays the trombone. As a member of the All-State Jazz Band, Angel will perform at the annual TMEA Convention/Clinic in February in San Antonio, Texas. Congratulations, Angel, on receiving the highest level of accomplishment for a student in Texas that can be received.
Next is a recognition of Eagle Pass High School football program for earning the District 30 6A Co-Championship title.
Eagle Pass High School's varsity football team ended their season with a remarkable 9-1 record. The Eagles have played tenaciously all season long, and we are proud to announce that they are the 30 6A Co-District champs. EPISD is also proud to announce that they had 8 players named to the All-State Academic Team. We applaud their dedication to tradition as the Eagles have effortlessly made the playoffs for the past 6 consecutive years. Way to go, Eagles, and can't wait to see what happens in year 7.
Last one, recognition of Eagle Pass High School Band for 41 years of consecutive superior ratings and performance.
And now, to round out our Eagle Pass High School recognitions, we recognize Eagle Pass High School's Mighty Eagle Band for receiving their 41st consecutive First Division rating at UIL competition. This win cements the dynasty that is the Mighty Eagle Band. The directors are extremely proud of all the hard work and dedication the students put in this year. Congratulations, Eagles, and can't wait to see what happens in year 42.
We can have just a moment of silence for all the people that we have lost recently, especially Miss Muskis from Juan Seguin Elementary. Thank you. Next up is district reports and presentations. Señor Mijares.
Yes, good evening. We continue to do very well with all the financial reports, the three reports that you have there, which is a financial report, the utility report, and the tax report. On the financial report, we still continue looking at the end of the year, having a surplus of a little bit over $5 million, as indicated on page 46 of your agenda. Utility report, we will continue saving with the savings. Last year, we had the whole year completed last month, and we saved close to $900,000. It was a little bit more than we had anticipated. We continue having the contract with TASB. We have a 5-year contract, and we're paying about 4 or 5 pennies. So that's a very good deal that we have, and it's going to be consistent for the next 4 or 5 years. The tax report, we continue to do well with collections. We will be at 98% or better at the end of the year. I don't know if there are any specific questions on any of the reports.
Do you have any questions for Mr. Mijares? Nope. Thank you, Mr. Mijares.
Thank you.
Please note, Dr. Alvarez is present. It is 5:50 and he's here. We will now move to action items. Number one, consider and take appropriate action on the request to approve the annual financial audit report for the year ended August 31st, 2022.
Yes, we have our auditors here. They'll be making the presentation, independent auditors. Yes, over there.
Can you hear me? I guess I'm talking to it. One of the partners of the firm, and the person in charge of the audit is going to actually give you the detailed, but I wanted to point out to you that you had two packets in your thing, a short letter and the actual bound financial statements. And the letter is just a bird's eye view of how the audit went, and we had no issues, no problems with it. The items that we listed on there are supposed to be included in there based upon professional audit standards. We had no disagreements with management. All the information we requested was submitted to us on a timely basis in order to get this audit out of the way. And I know that all the staff has their regular duties to do in addition to getting the additional information that's required by us as your auditors, and everything was given to us timely, and everything was transparent. I just wanted to go ahead and give my thanks to the Eagle Pass staff in working with us and getting this audit out of the way, and then I'm going to go ahead and give the rest of it over to my son Robert to give you a rundown on some of the highlights of your financial statements. Thank you.
Good evening. Does everybody have the audit report?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Like I said, I'm going to briefly just go over some of the highlights of the statements. On page 4 is our audit opinion on your financial statements for fiscal year 22. On the top of page 2 is the actual opinion, which is a clean opinion. The financial statements are fairly stated in accordance with U.S. accounting principles. We had no findings with respect to the financial audit or the compliance audit on your grants. On page 17 is your consolidated balance sheet. And this is the required format under GASB pronouncements. The Exhibit A1. And it's consolidated because all your activities included in that one column. This would be all your general funds, your internal service funds, all your special revenue funds. It's all consolidated in one column. And then we also include your fixed assets and your related debt and the pension activity, which require the GASB entries. I know when you guys normally approve your financial statements, you're looking at your fund level statements, which the main difference is here is, like I said, we pick up your long-term fixed assets and your long-term related debt, and that's not normally what you see on your fund level budget basis statements. So for fiscal year 22, Eagle Pass School District had total assets of $186,721,000, which primarily consists of cash of $98 million, your receivables of $16,837,000, that's your property taxes and your due from other governments. And you also had capital assets, net of related depreciation. Under the capital assets, those amount to $69,903,000. On your deferred outflows of resources, this is related to your pension plan. So what we have to do is the measurement date that the state prepares normally is on a calendar year basis. So what we have to do is true up the numbers to basically book them into the financial statements, because you normally don't keep track of those. That's something that the state keeps track of for you. But this is basically the portion of the retirement that's pertaining to Eagle Pass School District. There's over 1,200 school districts in all, and this is your related portion of the pension activity. So it's divided between the pension and OPEB. OPEB is your other post-employee benefits, which are mainly related to your health insurance. So the total deferred outflows are 24,310,000, and those are essentially prepayments into the pension plan. Like I said, the state has a different reporting period, so what we have to do is we make entries to accrue for the difference. And so part of the difference is your deferred outflows, again, prepayments of 24,310,000. Under your liabilities, you had total liabilities of 131,272,000. Sorry about that. Which primarily consist of your payables. The payables there are your accounts payable, short-term payables, payroll, accrued wages, and those total to around 13,293,000. Under non-current liabilities, this is mainly your bonds and notes. You had 42 million for bonds, notes, and loans. And then on the net pension and the OPEB liabilities, you had 65,628,000. Under your deferred inflows, again related to the pension plans, these are accrued expenses in addition to your net pension liability. At the cutoff of 8/31, there's some accrued expenditures, and those amounted to 56,114,000. So the effect of the assets plus your prepayments, the outflows, subtracting the liabilities and the inflows, the accrued expenses, is your net position, your net equity, which was 23,645,000. On page 18 is your income statement. Again, this is in the prescribed format for GASB reporting purposes, which your local government, that's what you're required to report on. For fiscal year 22, on the far left column are your expenses. Your total expenses were 166,918,000, and that number includes depreciation expense. I'd like to say, because that's something that we make entries to convert from your fund level basis to your full accrual basis, and that amounted to 7,660,000 of that 166 million, and all that is again your annual allowance on your fixed assets and your infrastructure. Basically, your reserve to replace your assets once they retire. Under program revenues, you had total charges for services of 731,000. Under operating grants and contributions, you had 43,814,000. Under your general revenues, in the middle of the page there, you had total general revenues of 152,543,000, which primarily consists of your property taxes. That's the maintenance and operation, your interest and sinking. Those total 31,039,000. You also have unrestricted state and federal contributions and grants of 117 million. That's mainly your foundation. So that's the 152 million. So when you apply the general revenues with the program revenues against your expenses, you're left with the change in net position, which was actually a surplus for the year of 30,172,000. And that concludes the presentation part. I don't know if y'all had any questions. Overall, the district is in very good financial health. If you look at your balance sheet, you as far as your assets to liabilities ratio, it's a very good ratio to have. Your current ratio, which let's say for instance outside financial institutions look at, is more than a 2-to-1. You have 98 million in cash and 16 million receivables, and against your liabilities of 13 million. So that's way more than a 2-to-1 ratio. So overall, very good health.
Any questions? questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Merry
Mom.
Christmas to you guys.
Likewise. Merry Christmas. Actually, this is an action item. So, is there a motion to approve the annual financial audit report for the year ended August 31st, 2022?
So move.
We have a motion by trustee Hiller. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Fuentes. Any other questions? All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. Thank you. Number 2, consider and take appropriate action on the request to approve a memorandum of understanding between the Workforce Solutions Middle Rio Grande Board and Eagle Pass Independent School District. Mr. Mijares?
Yes, this is.
No. Yes.
Yes, this is a MOU so that we can work with the Workforce Commission. They will be located at Eagle Pass High School so that we can provide work training for students.
You said they will be located at the high school?
Yes, they're more likely they'll be located at the high school, yes.
Okay. This will better help with training.
Yes.
Any other questions? No other questions? Do we have a motion?
I so move.
We have a motion by trustee Purcell. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Fuentes. No other questions? All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. We'll now move to consent items. We'll take number 1 and number 2. Let's just read them real quick. Consider and take appropriate action on the request to accept a donation from Donors Choose for Ms. Catherine Ferland, Classroom Project Mavericks Are Readers and Leaders. And consider take appropriate action on the approval of a Liberty Elementary PTO donation of a refrigerator for the Teachers Lounge at Liberty Elementary. Do we have a motion?
So move.
We have a motion by trustee Hiller. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Dr. Alvarez. No other questions? All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Please thank whoever donated the items for us. And thank you.
Yes, we will.
The Board of Trustees of the Eagle Pass Independent School District will convene in closed session as authorized by the Texas Government Code, Chapter 551, to deliberate upon the following matters. Number 1, the board will hear the request to hire personnel to fill vacancies pursuant to TGC 551.074. Number 2, the board will hear the request to hire personnel to fill Eagle Pass High School, CC Wynn High School cross country track coordinator vacancy pursuant to TGC 551.074. And the board will hear the request to hire a professional employee to serve as principal for Juan Seguin Elementary, subject to possible future reassignment by the superintendent. Do I have a motion to convene in closed session?
I so move.
We have a motion. Do we have a second? We have a second. The time is 6:03 and the date is Tuesday, December 13, 2022. And the Board of Trustees is now in closed session. Wait. We have a motion and a second. All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Now we're in closed session at 6:04 and no action will be taken in closed session. The time is 6:34 PM. The date is Tuesday, December 13, 2022. And the Board of Trustees of the Eagle Pass Independent School District is now in open session. And we will move to item number 9. Number 1, the board will consider and take appropriate action on the request to hire personnel to fill vacancies pursuant to TGC 551.074.
Mr. President, I move to approve the request to hire personnel to fill vacancies pursuant to TGC 551.074 as discussed in closed session.
We have a motion by trustee Hiller. Hiller, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Dr. Alvarez. Any other questions? If not, all in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Number 2, the board will consider and take appropriate action on the request to hire personnel to fill Eagle Pass High School, CC Wynn High School, cross-country/track coordinator vacancy pursuant to TGC 551.074.
Mr. President, I move to approve the request to hire Juan Gonzalez to fill the EPHS CCUN High School Cross Country Track Coordinator vacancy pursuant to TGC 551.074 as discussed in closed session.
We have a motion by Dr. Alvarez. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Fuentes. Questions? If not, all in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Unanimous. Number 3, the board will consider and take appropriate action on the request to hire professional employee to serve as principal for Juan Seguin Elementary, subject to possible future reassignment by the superintendent.
Yes, Mr. President, I move to approve the request to hire Ms. Veronica Rodriguez to serve as principal for Juan Seguin Elementary, subject to possible future reassignment by the superintendent as discussed in closed session.
We have a motion by trustee Fuentes. Do we have a second? Second by trustee Perry. Questions? If not, all in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Congratulations. Mr. Mijares, correspondence and information.
Thank you, Mr. President. Tomorrow, just a reminder that we have the Chamber of Commerce Christmas Luncheon at ICT at 11:30. Is it 11 or 11:30? It's 11. Thursday, we have our Christmas breakfast at 8:30 here at the District Service Center. And then on Friday, we have our Christmas brunch at 11 a.m. Everybody's invited. Also, the Christmas break will be December 19th through the 30th. So everybody, the staff will be out. Also, and I already sent a memo to the campuses, but just in case anybody asks, on January 2nd, we will have abbreviated day. I think it's too close to January 1st, so we want our staff to relax and enjoy a abbreviated day from 9 to 11:30. The staff deserves this. I think that they've been working very hard, so we are allowing that abbreviated day from 9 to 11 a.m. for that January 2nd. It's a work day. And that's all I have right now. And of course, I just want to mention that Blanca Musquiz, everybody knows that she passed away, and it is a difficult process for us, for me as a superintendent, because I know Ms. Musquiz since I was 9 years old, you know. Ms. Musquiz was a very good friend of my sister, and she would go to my house to play with my sister, so I knew Ms. Musquiz for a long time. I know that even my oldest sister is very close friends with Ms. Musquiz's sister, so, you know, just to let her know that Ms. Musquiz was a very good employee. She always worked hard at Juan Seguin. She was there sometimes till 10 at night. I mean, she was just, it was just her campus. I mean, I think that it was difficult for her too not to be, because of her illness, to be in FMLA. It was difficult, and, you know, she really tried hard to get back to that campus. So I think that the campus named the bench after her, but we will figure out something else so we can name a bench or something else there at that campus and do a celebration and a recognition for her service. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mijares. Now do we have a motion to adjourn?
So move.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
Second. All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Meeting is adjourned. It is 6:39 PM.